Okay, we almost left the podcast sphere, and Ahmed said Ahmed said um first day came for the and I said nothing. No. So
They're picking up white girls at the border. They're capturing
they're
now white women at the border. The rural community, we're gonna see how they react to this. But they're
they've gone too
basically,
far.
yeah.
Okay, so this is a this is a funny to me because one, it sounds funny, but two, this is some stupid shit. If you want to win the messaging war, if you want to win the like our own people, we just did this thing about Nick Fuentes turning against Trump. We did this thing about Dems and what they think about him. If you want to win that, you need to win the like optics war.
Yeah.
Okay. So what they detained, would you say a Canadian actress?
Yeah, I'll pull this up. And again, it's only funny because I said they're capturing white women at the border. It was just a funny thing. It's a horrible story. It's a funny saying to say, but it's a horrible story. Let me pull this up.
But
Basically,
talk about like
basically,
winning, like losing. Oh, this is her?
yes. So basically what happened is, yeah, John Favreau, he's saying, this is insane, right? Like they basically detained a Canadian actress for 2 weeks and
What?
shackled her. And let me and they basically kept her awake. She wasn't allowed to contact her lawyer. Here's the story. So like um they handed her an aluminum mat, folded up sheet.
Oh my
They
God.
said, "What is this?" They basically gave her a blanket. They threw her in, there are other people. It just shows like this is they show the horrible conditions that these migrants
Yeah.
are in. And they have some confusion about her visa, and then they just
How long will I be here? I don't know your case. What?
yeah.
You
And some
need
people
to
say you need to
mentally
prepare.
prepare yourself for months?
And this is someone who would never expect this to happen, right? These are people who thought they were safe,
Dude,
like these visa holders. This is only one of many stories we're seeing about,
do you
you know,
believe in God? Oh
yeah,
my
that's what I'm
God.
saying. This story is crazy. And there's another story where some guy who voted for Trump, his wife got deported.
Okay. So I just want to say this is not she's not like this is not all of a sudden outrageous because she's a white woman. This is a strategic blunder though. Okay, so this is an actress who like she will have she will have more she, no, this right here, so this is actually her. Go back up to the dude. This right here is going to speak to more Trump, like wealthy Trump voters, moderate Trump voters, white, like this is, and also, unfortunately, like black and brown people who are like, I want to be American and I want to be accepted by America, and I'm gonna join this Trump cult so I can be treated like white people. They're gonna see this and be like, and she's got like a Mac in front of her, right? Like this is a well-off, she's not poor. This is somebody who people want to be. This is a massive strategic blunder by them, dude.
Yeah, and it's one of many we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of people getting caught up in this. And again, like it's a strategic blunder, but it also just shows that their ham-fisted policies are just wrapping up. It's basically what we've been warning about. And it also they actually ended up exposing some of their horrible, like a lot of these people who go in these ICE facilities don't see the light of day again.
Right,
So they
right.
don't, they're not able to come out here and talk about their story. This
Yeah.
woman was privileged enough to be able to get out. She did get caught up for 2 weeks. It was horrible conditions. And I want to also note, at the beginning of the video, we weren't laughing at her, what was going on to her. It was just laughing at some stupid joke I'd made earlier. But like
No, but
this,
I think we're laughing at the ineptitude of the Trump administration, okay?
yes, exactly.
And the like the fact that like so like when if you are an authoritarian regime who's carefully dismantling, right? Per Project 2025, okay, like you've been saying, then what you actually do is people who have big platforms, you let them go. You let these people go because you know that if you detain them, they have a big enough voice and connections that they can get stories out about what's going on behind the scenes. If you grab somebody who just immigrated, you know, uh, to this country and they don't speak full English, they don't have a network of people, you can do all kinds of things to them in secret and no one will find out. The likelihood of somebody finding out will be very low. You intentionally let these kinds of people go because your goal is to have your strategy work out. And this is some stupid shit right here. Like if you think you're gonna be successful, you don't do shit like this. And this is
No.
hilarious because they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, it's hilarious
Not
because
coffee.
the Trump admin is moving idiotically,
Yes.
and it's great that she was able to get out and tell the story. She drops an op-ed in the Guardian, and one second she's
Smart.
talking to immigration officers, next second she's swept away, and she's putting them on blast. Like again, this is why I keep saying like this is not regimes of the past, guys. Like
Yeah.
this is not Hitler's Germany because
Right.
Hitler cared deeply about public opinion. And they had
Hmm.
Goebbels send spies into bars to
They
care
were
what
very
people
careful.
they hid in obsessively what they were doing to Jews. There was no Jews escaping Holocaust camps and dropping op-eds in international papers,
Right, right.
right?
That's
Like
right.
they're just like again,
That's right. And
not saying he's doing that to migrants right now, but the point is, if this administration is moving with the sloppiness
yep.
of of someone who's failing at trying to build authoritarian power. And again, I keep bringing it up. They're making all these moves, but they're making so many mistakes because they're moving so dumb and they're so
Hmm.
incompetent and so depraved and they don't care about consequences that look at this woman was literally talking about her work visa, which had been approved
Crazy.
and then they just detained her and threw her away.
Crazy.
And
And
it makes me worry about like some of my friends who have like spouses
yeah.
who are from Italy or Canada or like if they international travel, are they going to be swept up? Like, and this is the kind of stuff where it starts hitting home with
Hmm.
Americans that don't know any brown people.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And also like people who are used to freely crossing especially the Canadian border, man. Like Canadians are gonna read this and go, I'm not going to the US. And what does that do to tourism up north? Anyways, let me just this is a quick one.
Yeah.
Um, this, the bottom line on bottom line, top line, bottom line on all this is why we can beat them. This is why we can whip their asses because they're fools and they don't even know it. And they're adding people to the resistance. Again, another thing like young white men, okay, young white men are going to see this and they're going to go, these are my people. That looks like somebody I would want to, aspire to be married to in the future or something like that, right? This stereotypical, she's a model actress or something. Like this is the thing, like on optics, it does it they're not going to be Nick Fuentes,
Yeah.
they're not going
Yeah.
to like this. They're not going to like it. And so
Yeah.
you start to lose those people.
Again, white supremacists want that kind of person in the country. Not saying that she's any, but I'm saying
Right.
they want that kind of physical archetype to
That's
be in
right.
the
They want
country.
that.
They
Yep.
didn't want him, they didn't want Trump to target those people. They want to
That's right.
target migrants. So again, or
Yep.
target undocumented migrants from Mexico or any, brown person coming from Gaza, for example, as well. So it's
Right.
like basically they're making strategic blunders. That's why we were laughing at the beginning because they're just so incompetent. And
That's
it's going
right.
to continue like this because it comes from the top down.
That's right.
Donald's a fool. He's one of the smartest fools I've ever seen in my life. But
He's
he's a
one of
fool but he's a fool
he's
nonetheless.
one of the smartest fools. Yeah, Donald, man, don't like if you want to win, don't kidnap white women. Jeez Louise, bro.